Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Well, cloudy skies, 24 degrees on the barn thermometer. It does feel colder than that outside with a slight breeze, and it looks like we have some snow in the forecast coming in tonight, and also several opportunities through the weekend. Making agricultural headlines is the highly pathogenic avian influenza, and now a report of a human case has been discovered in Ohio. Our own Joel Penorwood was able to catch up with the director of the Ohio Department of Agriculture, Brian Baldridge, and he had these comments.
You know, this is just really tough on our poultry industry, but I got to say that the collaboration, the preparation is winning the place. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. We hope this day didn't come, but we know that from 2022, when Ohio saw our first outbreaks, until basically the day before Christmas Eve in 24, we depopulated about 9.4 million birds in Ohio over a few spikes of outbreaks. And since Christmas Eve, just this last Christmas Eve to today, we're pushing close over 11.5 million birds. So realizing the impact. And unfortunately, it's isolated where our most of our big producers are. A lot of, Darke and Mercer counties they go back and forth. Who has the most poultry? Who has the most agriculture in general? So this is it's devastating to our industry, but I have to say that the collaboration going on between our producers, the Ohio Poultry Association, USDA, and ODA, the goal is to capture this, identify we have a problem, we have to depopulate, but the key is keeping that disease, that bird flu, contained to the premise. We know that that's the best practices, following USDA guidelines that our goal is to do. But working with the industry, the feeling for those folks that are living this each and every day, and we're hopeful that this spike, we've seen these spikes in the past, will end soon.
And just one more on that, talking how there's a new human case that sort of was announced yesterday, right? And does that affect, things going forward at all? We kind of know the process up to this point: identify, depopulate, quarantine,
sure,
and contain. Human. New situation?
Yeah. And we work very closely with the Ohio Department of Health on this. As a worker, we know the risk to humans is very, very, very low. We know that this is between livestock. This is where the issue is. But unfortunately, we did have a detection that was somebody working on a positive site on depopulation, working through that. So, and we just encourage those best procedures, those proper PPEs. If you are a worker, somebody working on a site where it is a positive site, just use those things that are given to you so that we can keep this down and keep the spread. Because we don't want more negatives, because this could hurt our market. So we don't want that, because the Poultry Association, our poultry products, our farmers, we love raising a wonderful, good protein product that's safe, that we love feeding Ohio, we love feeding the world.
Those again the comments of Ohio Department of Ag Director Brian Baldridge. Let's get a quick update on your Friday and weekend weather forecast, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com.
Partly to mostly sunny skies for the balance of today. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you here over Ohio. We are in the calm before the next storm. Sunshine here this afternoon, looking pretty good. Once sun goes down, we start to see clouds increase, and through the day tomorrow, we have plenty of moisture working through. Rain, ice, and wet snow. I think the snow is going to be more of an issue up north, especially near the Great Lakes. Rain to central and southern parts of Ohio. One wave coming through tomorrow through the midday, early afternoon hours. Then we have a second wave coming through overnight tomorrow night through Sunday. Getting into next week, bitter cold Monday through Friday with a chance of some snow as we hit Wednesday night into Thursday. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, here's a neat opportunity. If you're a 4-H member, the Georgia Boot 4-H Trailblazers application is officially live for 2025. A Georgia Boot Trailblazer is a 4-H member who is passionate and dedicated, who wants to share their project journey and accomplishments. Now, a long partner of 4-H, Georgia Boot will select winners to receive prize packages, including 2 pairs of Georgia Boots, a $350 gift card to a qualifying farm and ranch or hardware store, Georgia Boot, and 4-H merchandise as well. For more information and to apply, you can find that at their website, www.georgiaboot.com/4-H-Trailblazers. Applications must be submitted by March 16th. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your markets after this. Did you know that soybeans are the secret sauce behind Ohio's booming poultry farms? Each year, poultry consume a whopping 937 million bushels of soybean meal nationwide. This high-protein powerhouse keeps chickens and turkeys thriving, making Ohio number 2 in egg production and number 9 in turkey farming. From farm to table, soybeans power the farms that feed families. Brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff. Let's take a look now at how your markets closed for a Friday, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. March corn closed the day up 2 3/4 cents at $4.96 1/4 cents. March soybeans closed up 6 cents at $10.36, and wheat for March closed up 22 1/4 cents at $6 even. February live cattle ended the day down $1.80 at $197.75. February lean hogs were up a dime, $89.47 1/2 cents. This is the Ohio AgNet.